guess you can't see much, can you? Oh, I didn't have the ability to record what we were doing. And so this thing doesn't really fit in here. So what we're gonna try to do is, well, I'll try to explain. This thing doesn't fit in here quite right, and the flares are getting too close to the fenders. So what we've done is we've put ramps under the front wheels to get it up. We're gonna jack it up, we're gonna put blocks under the car so that the thing literally just kind of hovers above these fenders, because you could see the side effects here, ground effects, are so wide, incredibly wide. This thing is like incredibly, you can't really get the grasp of it looking at it on video and pictures because it kind of looks normal, but it's like a car that's been squished. It's the best way to describe it. So the plan is, you're gonna try to do it one at a time?
That's what I was thinking. I have another jack though.
Well, I thought maybe we just lift it up from the center, but I don't know if there's a way to do that because I don't know what's under there.
I'd rather do the side.
These tires are incredibly wide. It's been sitting in this dude's garage for like 10 years. He's been working on this car and he just never finished it, and he decided he was going to give up on it. And most people generally do. And that's no slight against him, because this is a feat. This is a huge, huge project. And you know, we'll get into the rest, what's in the car later. For right now though, we got to figure out how to get it in the trailer. It's early in the morning. I'm in the ambulance. Following up to the video I posted previous to this one where I talked about the battery system that I put into this thing. It's a lithium ion phosphate battery bank with a 3,000 watt inverter that's running this mini split over here. I was watching a little bit of Jay Leno's Garage early in the morning. I like cars. This mini split, it's on right now. You cannot hear this thing. I'm just following up on it. You know, I need to do a separate video on this, but I know you guys are just interested in my general life. So, you know, traveling to pick up these cars, usually, you know, America is so big. The cars are generally not near you. You're very lucky if the car's within a day's drive. And so sometimes, you know, you have to drive 6, 8, 16 hours, whatever, to go get a car. And this is part of my business, and this is why I put together this ambulance with the trailer, is because I can sleep in this thing. It's not soundproof, but it's very quiet in here. And the refrigerator makes way more noise than the air conditioner. The air conditioner makes just no noise. I am just blown away by the technology of the mini split, because I've been around like rooftop airs. I've had a lot of RVs with the rooftop air, and they are just loud as hell. I mean, you can hardly hold a conversation over them. They pull a tremendous amount of amps. This thing pulls nothing. I have no idea what it's going to take to kill the batteries, because like even now, I stopped really early last night. I stopped about 8 o'clock, which is early for me. And I was in bed by like 10, and I slept good, man. I slept great in here. And it is freezing in here. I woke up, it was 68. I had it set at 72, but you know, even at that, it just couldn't keep it down. And so, you know, the sun is up and it's starting to warm up a little bit here in Tennessee. I'm in Arkansas. I don't even know where I am. And so it's pretty humid out here and things. And so, you know, but now that that's happening, I'm just blown away by how well this system really works. I cannot recommend the use of an ambulance more. It has the ability to tow unbelievably. And once I get this bathroom set up in there, that's going to be a whole different thing, because it's the only thing that's missing. I still have to use public bathrooms. Like so I'm parked at this little rinky-dink kind of a truck stop, and so that I can use the bathroom. And the bathrooms in these places are not good. Yeah, have a look. There's no light bulb in here. What the hell? Is that a spider? Ah! Holy shit. Look at this thing. Yeah, so people are like, well, you want to build your own bathroom inside the camper. Yeah. Look at this. Holy shit. What do you think the kitchen looks like, huh? Like you see in that bathroom. I've never seen spaghetti. Okay, it's the next morning. I had to stop at I guess you call this a truck stop. So it was too dark and humid and everything for us to continue recording. This is what we had to do. And this block has come loose. So the fenders just don't clear the wheel guards over there. And so we had to jack it up and set it on top of these leveling blocks that we got from Walmart so that it would be high enough to sit above see where the fenders are over there? So it's above that. And it's tied down. It's got a really tight suspension. So, but I had no idea this thing was going to be so wide. It is so wide. This is a big trailer. This is a Pace American race car trailer. And yeah, thing is wide. Just a big, flat, squished car. Stopped at this place, middle of rural Mississippi. And God, they were making so much noise doing construction and stuff this morning. Sleeping out here. I thought it was like a regular truck stop. I don't know if it is, but let's get out of here. It's like pooping out the back door. I did just think of something though. You're gonna have a hard time getting the cable.
Step out the door and look up.
I know, but we should have.
You got more.
You got to push
Yeah, you're just all
because
around.
you're gonna have to get under there to get that cable out, and that's gonna be difficult. It's the world's slowest skier.
There's always going to keep tension on the line when you're.
Oh, there's tension. There's tension in the air, Jack.
There's tension.
I've never actually been in a car.
Never actually got in it.
Door sill up. It's like, that's a solid foot though. Oh, it's gonna rain any second now. It's bigger than a foot.
Nothing's attached.
Oh, so graceful. Oh my God.
Contact.
We probably need the jump start. Make sure those battery cables are connected.
How does this release?
Pull on the cable.
What cable?
There's a cable. So here we are. I've never actually been inside this thing. Look at this dude used plywood. What the? Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. There's a jump battery box up there by the winch. I did not see that this dude used like balsa wood and it's bolted in and then he fiberglassed over it. What the, why did he do that?
For something with 7 square feet of windshield, you can't see anything out of it.
Yeah, there's,
Fails, I have a charged battery.
no, that will work. That thing's got, that'll start a bus. You might, hey, you need to put it where you can leave it there. Because I'm gonna have to start it multiple times. You ready?
Try.
It must not be getting a connection.
They measure at 11.9 volts.
Oh, did you turn the box on?
Yes, box is on 12 volts. That's not good. That sounds like did you run it? That sounds like a starter issue.
We started it. Man. This thing. Make sure the connections are good.
Sounds better than the V10. Yeah, good luck sitting on that ledge, backing it up like a DeLorean. This thing is goofy. Clear.
See what happens if I turn the headlights on.
Oh yeah, they don't pop up.
We've gotten in and out of worse. Yeah, we probably need to put up. How am I going to get out of this thing?
Well,
I didn't actually sit in it when I bought it. God dang it.
I recommend how my dad got out of the Moseley he tried at the car show.
I
Just turn
let
your
the
left
dude
and crawl like a baby.
I let the dude bring it out and he put it in, and it's different than the one that the dude brought to my house before. And
Well, remember we found that out with the Firebird based
I mean,
Ferraris.
I'm positive that the door sills are not this high on a Lamborghini. The door sills on this thing are the size of like they're literally
it's a
almost
small tub.
they're almost a foot deep, I think.
Yeah, that's a small tub, man. I mean, you can take a bath in that fucker.
So he's got an electric door popper module on here that hasn't been connected to anything, and it's different than the other one I looked at. I mean, it is very kit car-y in here, very kit car-ish. I don't like the plywood. See, there was a sunroof in here, and then here's what I'm upset about. Okay, see if
Oh,
you
it's glassed over that
no,
wood.
but can you see what I'm upset about, Jack? He bolted this on, and then fiberglassed over the bolts, so now you can't remove them.
Yeah.
Well, what you'd have to do is you'd have to take all these out, somehow bust the bolts through, and re-bondo over it to get this piece of wood out. Maybe we can just leave a piece of wood in and put a headliner over it. I mean, I have tons of headroom. I mean, you know, and the windshield, like, there's dash for days. The dash is literally a couple of feet deep, and all the glass is completely flat. But even with that giant piece of glass, there's like no visibility. And we've pulled some crazy shit into this place. I mean, we pulled Batmobiles in here, Ecto ones, all sorts of things. And I mean, I know how you're supposed to get out, but again, this is not representative of the car. I mean, what the? Like the other one that I got out of before, like this door sill is at least 6 inches high.
You look great hopping out onto the red carpet like that.
Yeah, it's not the right shape. I mean, you know, the on the other car I was in, the door sill was down here.
What you need to do is cut this out like on the inside of that and drop it.
Because the door wouldn't.
Well, the door would still seal against that.
Like a glove. It looks like Godzilla's sketch art. Well, my thinking was like the frame and motor was kind of worth the deal. I only paid like $5,000 for this thing, and the Cadillac V8 that he put in there is my jumper still in there.
Yes. It's all tucked in.
So he took a '85 Cadillac V8, purdied it up, put an Edelbrock on it, which I'm not thrilled about.
You've wrecked one of those. I mean, owned one of those before.
But, and look how much room is left over. So the whole point of this is I wanted an automatic. And he did a really good job of putting all this together. I mean, I bet it's gonna run badass. It's got a custom exhaust. This is a good motor. This is the same one that was in my mom's '89 Fleetwood. That one we threw out. I don't care for this wood. I mean, the real thing would have, this would be a separate piece. This would be a separate trunk, and then there'd be a separate engine opening. So they really just, you know, it's kind of weird how that's a tiny ass little battery. That's not gonna work.
Well, they probably went with the Fiero size battery, but they didn't think of the
They
V8.
didn't actually like stretch the car, but they did add chassis mounts, is what they did. All right, well, before it starts pouring, let's get all those boxes in here. I don't know what these are. We're going through some of the boxes of crud. I want to be careful using a razor because it's a plexiglass. I don't want to mess it up. This dude just stretch wrapped all this stuff. I really don't know what all the inventory is. He said he bought this thing years ago, 10 years ago or something. Oh, these are for the rear wings. I see.
The what?
These go on the side of the wing. The wing. Answer the phone. So, yeah. I wonder how they fit. Yeah, so those go there. All right, I got you. So he said he bought this thing for like $12,000, I think he said. Drove it home as a complete car and decided that it was a piece of crap and that he was gonna, you know, just redo it and make it slightly less crappier. Meanwhile, he you know, never finished it. Most people never ever finish a kit car. I mean, and I didn't get a good look at this thing, and in pictures they always look different than in real life. Is the nicest way I can say that. Oh, this is, I see. I don't want to use the razor on this, but the stretch wrap, dude. I hate stretch wrap because you end up damaging something when you're trying to open it because you just can't. There's no way to, you know, open it without using a razor, and then you end up cutting stuff. So I hate the stretch wrap. So this is part of a, see what I mean? You can't. This is the back side of it. It says right there, Lamborghini. Fragile. I was trying to find the front turn signals. I saw them somewhere. Like these are the fog lights. See, these are like Harbor Freight lights. These suck. These are $7. They're not worth putting in a bag. I mean, if they were the real Caravellos or something, you know. And what cracks me up, that's the original fuel door, and the Lamborghini doesn't have a fuel door. The Lamborghini, I'm not a Lamborghini expert, but I do know that they put the fuel filler inside the NACA duct, and I'm not sure, it might be on the other side. But this thing is sort of an amalgamation of, like, you know, they made 6 different Countachs. And again, I am not a Countach expert, but I know that this never really existed. This is sort of I mean, first of all, this should be a separate lid, and this is a separate engine cover. This is the wrong engine cover for this car. This should be down here attached to that. I mean, we'll forget the fact that it's a side ways mounted engine Fiero, but the '89 had the Ferrari style strakes, whereas like the LP 5000 would have had these scoops, the NACA ducts, and then it would have just rounded under with the fender flares, and then probably the 88 I think had those lower things with the little grills on them, and then in '89 they went with the most mass-produced version of the car, which was the '89 anniversary. That was they made more of those than I think all of the others compared. But they made less than 2,000 Countachs in total. I think they only made like 1,800 or 1,900 of them. And so, but look, I mean, I'm going to revert back to the same excuse that I keep using. I only paid $5,000 for this thing. So, By the time I'm done with it, if I decide to flip this car and sell it, I think I'd probably get about 25 for it. Maybe. That's, or more, because this engine with the V8 kit and everything is easily worth $5 grand. This is a cool, you know, cool motor. Did you disconnect that battery or what? No. I mean, for all I know, it would start. Who knows? But you guys saw it start earlier. But the motor's actually in great shape. It's basically a brand new engine. Well, not brand new, but it completely really took it apart. But the ridiculousness of this door sill. I mean, look at this over here, dude. Come on. And look at the crack in here.
I was just looking at the crack from the other side.
Edelbrock. Holly, call me. You know, I doubt I'm ever going to get a... This is very hard to maneuver.
I hate these air cleaners. Those
I
things
hate
are
everything
worthless.
about Edelbrocks. Edelbrocks suck. I mean, how many times did we try to use Edelbrock on like the Dodges?
I went through 2 of them that turned into fuel sprinklers.
I have no idea if there's even oil in this motor. Did you check it? Well, that's the transmission. There is the oil stick on this. Probably back there.
There's probably no dipstick.
Except for you. You're the dipstick.
Oh, hey.
There it is.
I'm a dipstick expert. And I don't see not a drop of oil on that. Maybe we should shut this off for a minute.
Yeah, turn it off. Like, I don't even know if there's oil in that engine. Let me see that.
The stick was completely dry. It's like me on Saturday night.
Holy shit.
Not even a stain of oil.
Okay, let's not run the motor. Where did that go? Just throw that in there. Yeah, whatever.
Need to paint that thing.
Give me a break. Because, like, he redid the engine. I don't even know if there's...
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. He may not have put oil in it.
I said we yank the motor out and put it in something better. Motor and transmission.
But that was my idea. My idea was, like, if I don't use this body, we could pull this body off and put a decent body on it, and then we still got a cool Fiero with a motor. Because the Fiero and the motor is not what I have a problem with. You know, like the shoddy craftsmanship. This is the lesson I want to teach people. When you get up close, all right, this thing's so dirty, but the craftsmanship of this stuff is shit. Look at that. This is not Lamborghini. What's sad is you can buy actual Lamborghini parts that aren't that bad, or there's people out there that recreate this stuff. And it's just not like, I mean, what the, you know, you're not going to put these like, look at this. You can get the actual thing for like a couple $100. Like if you're going to,
lenses.
oh, fuck. I mean, give me a break. Ugh. Like this door glass, this is real glass. You know? I think, is this metal or? That's metal.
But they're the wrong size.
Yeah, they're. But like, look at this window frame malarkey. This is not even Lamborghini. You know what I mean? It's like, just because it's a replica doesn't mean it has to be dog shit. See if you could reach up under there and open that hood. Wherever the hood opener would be is probably where it is. There's just look for a random cable with.
I pulled something.
Yeah,
All right.
there it is.
Hey, there's a donut in there.
Wow. So it's got see, on an actual Lamborghini, of course, I can't use this as an example, but a Lamborghini would have just the air conditioning condenser there, and then the radiators would be twin in the back. Ooh, but now we can access the headlight bucket. See if you can...
Manually crank it. The handle's right there. Yep.
It's fighting me. So let's try turning it on. It's fighting you because it's trying to go down.
I just stabbed myself with fiberglass strands they didn't clean any of that shit up.
So now that I've turned them on, so there's headlights, kind of. So what it is like, so rather than replace the relay, it's like a race. Please don't be square. Oh, at least they're round. Okay. You're way faster at this than I am.
It's the kind of girls I date. Well, you're also holding the phone.
What is that? No, the spring. Like, what's that gonna do? Nothing. That's why I had to use a knife to open it. All right.
Yes.
So, all right, you can close it, I guess. So now, and you can see those are pointing like straight up. They're not even pointing at where the road would be. Now let's see if they go down if I turn the lights off. See what happens. They close but don't open. That's typically the relays.
They're probably stock GM.
Yeah. Those are just out of the Fiero. Those are not Lamborghini seats. I mean, really, this thing wouldn't be so bad. Like, even if it just had the Fiero interior, right? And it's painted white, and it was a complete car. I mean, most people never seen a real Lamborghini anyway. But there's certain things about it that are just so ghetto.
The body does seem to have good thickness.
It is nice and thick. And girthy. But this sill.
But it also has like the Batmobile mounting issues.
Like I was thinking, like, what if we just cut this, just cut it. Because the door sill should come to here. Like, cut all this out and make a round belly under there. Like, I wonder if we could salvage this body. The front of it doesn't look bad. Although, that windshield, like, if you get from this angle, but when you're sitting in there, dude, there is, like, you can't see shit. You want to get in there? Watch your knife there.
There you go. Safety third. I don't know how to close this thing. All right, let me see.
Gonna require aspirin.
I want to look at this. It's not bolted down to anything.
No, nothing's bolted down.
Because, like we know with the DeLoreans, to back up, you can't see.
You got to sit on the
You
sill.
only sit on the sill, but for this thing, I mean, how the hell?
Well, you have an entire park bench. You can go to sleep on that thing.
Pigeons.
Get the full experience.
There's 4 inches of ledge in here inside of the door.
I mean, like, this thing looks...
Here, shoot straight down.
No, I see. Yeah, I
4
know.
inches. There's like an armrest in here out of fiberglass.
It is an armrest. But it's like a chop top Lamborghini. Like, looking at it on full profile, there's like nothing. There's like a few inches of headroom. You know, like, it's stupid. Wow. Like, check out the view in there, huh? Get this worthless plastic out of the way here. It's trash. I mean, it's all worthless. Do you feel like you're in a race car?
It feels like a Bradley GT.
Bradley GTs are built better than this.
Yes, they are. I don't know, these look kind of like Corvette seats. I don't think these are Fieros.
I don't know what they are. But when I get down to like actual profile level, like, you can't even see your head in there.
Yeah, you can't see anything out of here.
I mean, like, I don't think you should be as far away from that door. Like that glass is a good, like, it's way over here. Like, good luck seeing behind you in any level.
Actually, this You can actually look out the window and see better than you can try to see out the side.
You could see the engine on fire from that view.
Yes.
There's only one door handle.
That was
in the
only
whole
84s.
vehicle, and it's there.
I like the Chevette door handle. It's a nice touch. Classy.
What a pile. All right, now get out. This is the fun part.
All right.
I know, I got some fiberglass ME2 on my finger.
It's not really... It needs a pull-out wheel. You know, like a pop-off. It's not so bad.
I
But,
guess
I mean, you've got this huge park bench. I mean, you could cut this to here, and you'd have more...
it's like the transom of a boat.
Yes. Before you weight anchor. But yeah, if you just clipped all this bullshit off the side... But like I was looking at it, and the roll under would require them to mold it with 2 pieces. So I think they just made the mold simpler by kicking it out.
I mean, I hate to just
Off the top.
dump this body, but the roof... Like the roof, the doors. Like I think, you know what the problem, problem is they tried to make it Lamborghini width, but the Fiero isn't that wide. So they're just like, well, fuck it. Just put a foot of door sill there. Is there a tape measure just laying around? If there was one just right here, I'm saying that's a good 11, 12 inches right there. I mean, look, I wear a size 13.
Yeah.
I mean, here, hold on. Let me, no. Okay. I'd have to measure it 4 times. I don't know, man. I'm 50-50 on the regret. Like, it's cool, but this thing is bad. I mean, it's cool and sucks at the same time.
It looks like a micro machine.
Yeah.
The proportions.
Yeah. It's like I have a, scaled up micro machine. Like there's certain angles, if you're looking down on it, it looks cool. Right? But when you look at it like there, you go, what the fuck happened to the car? It's like when you try to look at the roof, it just should be tall. It just I don't know. I can't figure out what it is about it that makes it look so bad.
It's because they had to chop it up to make it fit on that wheelbase.
Yeah. And I like the wheels. I like these center lines. Those are cool. Okay, what do you guys think I should do with this thing? In the comments, should I finish the car? Should we put a different body on it? Should I just get rid of it? I don't know. What do you think? Maybe we should build it. Maybe we should do something, just make it hot pink. Just do something fucking terrible with it.
It looks like one of those little miniature Barbie cars.
Yeah, we'll make it a Barbie Countach. Just paint it hot pink or something stupid. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I really don't. So we'll do something weird with it, and let me know in the comments what you think. And if you want to watch the adventure from here on, make sure to subscribe. This is my excursion with this Fakeagini. Stay tuned. More to come. Wait, what did you call it?
Like the Lamborghini?
What else could we call it?
I like Power Wheels.
It's the Power Wheels version. Pow, pow, Power Wheels. Pow, pow, Power Wheels.